Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the KC9 Sports Zone. I'm Anthony Mitchell. Alongside me, Alexander Huddleston. I got to tell you what, no need to look down at my wrist. I already know it's perfect timing.
It's that time. It's that time. It's prime time. Are we allowed to say that? I don't know. We have a ton in store for you tonight. Top matchups, big plays, and of course, our top stop and player of the week.
And how about the game of the week? We're talking about a banger game here, an all-Siouxland battle in Iowa. Unbeatens and state-ranked foes in Class A meet on the gridiron as number 1 and 6-0 MMCRU hosts number 4 and 6-0 West Sioux. Winner claims the district title, and you know the saying, someone's O has got to go. Both QBs over 1,000 yards already this season. These teams meeting for the first time since 2011 with tons on the line at MMCRU, and it didn't take long to see some action. How about an 80-yard run up the middle off rip to kick off the matchup? Brayson Mulder, bye-bye Brayson, off to the races to put the Royals on the board almost immediately. Number 1 having so much fun after a share of possessions. West Sioux finally answered back. Blake Wiggins lowers the shoulder. Boom, there goes that man. He powers in. We've got ourselves a tie ball game at 7. Later in the second quarter, Wiggins picked off by Michael Schmillen, giving the Royals a shot at taking the lead, and they would cash in just like they drew it up. Harping on a Bork for a hook and ladder to Blake Barinsky to put the Royals up 14-7. But after a scoreless second half, that would be the game-winning score. Royals stay unbeaten, taking down the Falcons 14-7 in our Sports Zone game of the week. And what a way to start the night, and what a win for the Royals as both teams looking to make a postseason push.
Yes, but now it's time to get to the rest of tonight's action, starting with Lamar's welcoming Sergeant Bluff Luton into town. Warriors have not lost since week 1. SBL is rolling. Lamar's has outscored its opponents 91-26 in its last 3 wins. With a scoreless game in the first quarter, the Warriors start off the second quarter strong as Isaiah Jervik hands it off to Brody Van Kaalsbeek for a Warriors touchdown. Now, Warriors looking to keep the flow going on their own 30. Jarvik keeps it for himself, brings it all the way downfield for another Warriors touchdown to go up 14-0 in the first half. Look at him go, and that would be an easy win for the Warriors, actually winning 35-7.
Up next, over to Memorial Field, Bishop Heelan coming off a big shutout against MOC Floyd Valley last week, looking to keep it going with another district win against Webster City. Heelan up 21-zip before half. Lynx not leaving without points. 4th down just before half. Jackson Griffith, the reels on the TD, extra point, no good. 21-6 Crusaders out of the break. 4th down for the Lynx. Heelan comes up with a big stop. Force the turnover on downs there. Heelan adds a late touchdown to win it 28-6.
It's senior night for Sioux City North. Stars in the mix for a major upset. They've got the number 4 Valley Tigers in town. Stars wasting no time. And guess what? They kick an onside kick right off the bat. Midfield clears, and North has the ball. Stars near the red zone on 4th down. Jack Mogensen.
We got to give a shout out to the special teams there, but we're going to keep it going here.
Jack Mogensen run out of the room, but here comes the gravy train. It's John McGravy is there for the sack. North turns the ball over on downs. Tigers march down the field. Blake Dorenkamp delivers the goal line touchdown. This one's all Valley. Tigers roar to a 49-0 victory.
Here we go. Up next, both Hinton and Lawton Bronson coming off big wins last week. Winner picks up an important victory in the district standings. Third quarter of play, Blackhawks lead 7-6. And it's Cole Friesen calling his own number, handing it off to Cameron Robbins for a 35-yard score. That puts the home team up 14-6. Now the Blackhawks looking to go up by a pair of scores. Cole Friesen keeps it for himself, and it's a quarterback keeper up the middle. And there goes that man, number 4, to the corner of the end zone, flexing there. Hinton goes up 20-6. Blackhawks secure the 34-14 win over LB.
Up next, Spirit Lake is back home after back-to-back road trips, aiming for its 5th consecutive series win against Southeast Valley. Pickup action late in the first half. Spirit Lake up 32-7. Ty Higgins rolls to his left, finds Bennett Stecker in the end zone. What a catch. Indians extended their lead to 39-7. Now move to the second half. SE Valley still fighting. Mason Bear finds Bryce Harrison all alone for the easy touchdown. Cuts Spirit Lake's lead to 39-13. The Indians come right back. Higgins finds Wesley Walls, who makes a spectacular grab. If there wasn't one already, makes it 46-13 Spirit Lake, and Spirit Lake wins it 56-27.
A win for Okoboji would give the Pioneers its most wins in a season since 2008 in their way. The Falcons of OAB CIG first score First quarter, no score. Falcons get on the board off an Okoboji turnover. Cade Spots punches it in for the TD. 2-point conversion good. Falcons up 8-zip. Later in the first, Falcons with the ball. Rafe Jensen rolls to his left. His pass picked off by Avery Symington. Defense with a big play there and a decent return as well. That would lead to this. Trey Vander finds Symington, who's going to finish the drive himself with a spectacular catch in the end zone. Might see this one on SportsZone top 5 plays of the week. That would cut the UIBCIG lead to 8-7. Bogie goes on to win 17-15.
Now the Woodbury Central Wildcats have continued to climb the Class A rankings to number 8 in the state. Cats continue the charge at home against Logan Magnolia. First touchdown of the game scored when Jackson Verschoor picks up a low snap. Throws to Jaden Lloyd, who breaks several tackles, take it to the house. 7-0 Wildcats. Wildcats again with the ball. Verschoor looking deep, finds Grayson Lloyd again for a Wildcat touchdown. It's 14-zip still in the first. Woodbury Central stays perfect. 33-14 is the final score.
Another state-ranked team putting its undefeated record on the line tonight. The number 1 team in Class 1A, West Lyon. They've got the Rams of MVAOCOU on the other sideline. Evan Hildering follows the wall of blockers 14 yards up, standing in the end zone. 7-0 West Lyon. River Kramer running the sweep to perfection. He's got blockers, a convoy of them. They're hungry. 17-yard score, 14-0. Wildcats and West Lyon continues to roll. Daxton Metzger fumes straight ahead, breaks free, and he's gone. 25 yards for a touchdown. Wildcats pull away to run by the Rams, 49-7. We have to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere just yet. Plenty of big matchups on the other side of the break.
Of course, plus who will bring home our Top Stop and Player of the Week awards. Some good candidates in our remaining games, so stay in the zone.
Our Rays Mid-Bell Band of the Week coming from Cedar Catholic. The Trojans simply terrific, fantastic tunes for a fantastic Friday night. With that, welcome back to the zone. Many teams picked up important wins in Iowa, not only for district play, but a chance, of course, to move closer to playoff contention.
And of course, with our Siouxland squads in South Dakota and Nebraska taking the main stage, starting with undefeated Cedar Catholic battling Ponca. Trojans defense allowing just 9 points per game, a tall task for Ponca squad that has not played since September 26th. First quarter, Cedar Catholic's Grady Haberer throws to double-covered Mason Baller. Baller hauls it in for the 20-yard passing touchdown. Trojans with an early 7-0 lead. And it was so nice. Haberer, guess what? Decides to do it again. This, a teardrop pass into the arms of Cooper Hochstein. 34-yard touchdown pass to extend Cedar Catholic's lead. Ponca looking to sustain a drive. Caden Cleveland scrambling out of the pocket for a 15-yard run and first down. Cedar Catholic actually shuts out Ponca 48-0.
More Nebraska action. The Bloomfield Bees buzzing, playing its final home regular season game of the season. Have a little chuck-a-duck action, if you will. At halftime, Bloomfield up 28-8. Bees knocking on the door. Gavin Hansen on the play action throws it up to Jarrett Saucer. Too much sauce for an 8-yard TD, extending Bloomfield's lead. Later in the third, Bloomfield, Hayden Lowe's finds an opening, and he's gone. How about a 70-yard house call? We're going to speed it up as we do a SportsZone special. Reservations for 6, touchdown Bees. Fourth quarter, and the Cougars are begging for a treat, and Cash Wickersham able to provide and score for the Cougars. Gets stung by the Bees, 52-26.
The Wolfpack Northeast won its first game of the season last. Stop laughing. Homer's back home with a chance for win number 1 on senior night. 7 minutes in the first, the Knights' Axton Kasky runs it in 9 yards to the end zone, making it 6-0. Kasky was on a roll tonight on the next drive for Homer. He runs it in again, this time 22 yards, making it 14-0. He's over. Stop laughing, dog. 3 minutes left in the first. Wolfpack quarterback Pascanex, who else than his very own brother Knox Limp, make it 16-8. Homer will go on to win this one, 46-26. I need your help, Anthony. Come on.
Down to Omaha, the South Sioux City Cardinals on the road with a chance to take down state-ranked Omaha North. Cordy Richard looking like Ja'Cory Barney, the Nebraska Husker, all the way for the touchdown. And just like that, North on its home turf going up 7-0. Can't believe he got through all that there. Then check out the blocking up front here just a few plays later for the home team. It's clearing a path for the running back, Jaron Cannon. Shot out of the field like a cannon. He's gone. Omaha North wins big, 56-zip.
Elk Point Jefferson remains the top-ranked team in South Dakota's Class 11B. They can move to 7-0 with a win at Flandreau. Early going, Huskies go on the move. It's a long pass ahead to Anthony Tadro. And the senior captain picks up the first down. Later in the drive, EPJ knocking at the door. Luke Schmitz slips through the defense. And for the score, the top-ranked team strikes first. Moments later, it's more from the Huskies. The pitch out to Bo Schmitz, and the senior does the rest, taking it for another score as Elk Point Jefferson crushes to a 43-6 win over Flandreau. Huskies roll 43-6.
So many laughs, so much fun in Class 11A. Dakota Valley on the road with a chance to knock off number 4 West Central. How about that for a game introduction on the horse with the American flag? First drive of the game, Trojans quarterback Carter Gross tucks it in, runs straight ahead for a big pickup, and move those chains. Host driving to start the game later on the drive here. Gross looks deep for his tight end, Tanner Wagner. He makes the catch and turns up the field. He got mossed. West Central strikes first, 7-zip. Ensuing drive. Panthers looking for the home run ball. And here it is. How about Tida, Georgia, scanning the field, looking down at Tyler Klotek, and the sophomore behind everyone. He takes it all the way to the end zone. But this one was all West Central. 47-21. Now let's take a look at our SportsZone scoreboard. Starting off in Iowa, ICAM manning a big win, blanking Westwood 43-0. And out in Des Moines, Sioux City East, a top 5 ranked battle, comes out with a big win, 21-17 over Johnston. Elsewhere in Siouxland, let's check out some Nebraska scores. The Cadets of West Point Beamer take down Battle Creek 23-14, and Pierce, the Jays, rolling, taking down Wayne. The final score, 48-26. Check out the rest of our scores on our website, SiouxlandProud.com. We've got to take another break, but don't go anywhere.
Because we'll announce our nightly awards, including Player of the Week honors and our top stop. So stay in the zone.
Hi, this is Noah Drew, SportsZone Player of the Week. This week's winner is coming up next.
Welcome back to the Zone. It is finally time to hand out our weekly top stop and Player of the Week award. So many great candidates, as you just saw there, but there can only be one. Alexander, who do you got this week?
Well, this week we got, guess what? Drum roll. Our SportsZone Player of the Week is Woodbury Central quarterback Jackson Verschoor. Wildcats quarterback put up a monster stat line in the team's 33-14 win over Logan Magnolia. Verschoor threw for 373 yards and 3 touchdowns while adding 53 yards and a rushing touchdown on the ground. The Cats stay unbeaten.
And now to our top stop of the night. We usually talk about defense here, but this one actually going to be special teams coming from the Lamar's Bulldogs, specifically that unit there on kickoff return. Lamar's punts it to SBL Warriors, looking to flip the field with a good return, but they're met by a host of Bulldogs, and the ball pops out. We're going to show it again in slow motion here. A huge scrum around midfield. The home team jumps on it, recovers, and they've got good field position. And you know what they say, special teams making special plays. And what a great week of SportsZone action yet again. Of course, our game of the week was one of our more hyped up games.
That was an awesome
We knew
game.
the storylines.
11 seconds into the game, it's already 7-0. 80 yards off rip. What a great way to start a game.
And of course, obviously what went into that district championship for MMCRU, both teams were undefeated, both teams top 5 in Class A. I mean, you were there. What did you think of both teams?
I mean, they both showed up to play. I've already had a chance to talk with Blake Wiggins and some of the Falcons at West Sioux, so, you know, I already had that. I didn't get to speak with MMCRU, so it was fun to kind of be on their sideline and see the energy they had going into the game. You know, a lot of the people I talked to in the parking lot, which, by the way, they know how to watch football. They bring the cars. Someone brought a couch and put it right next to the fence. Like, they know how to watch high school football. I'm just saying. Shout out to them.
That's amazing. And then Sioux City East obviously going on the road to beat Johnston, top 5 matchup. In Class 5A, Black Raiders a huge win. Obviously, they're a team that's trying to take that next step, too. Really good quarterback in Cal Jepson, Cason Claiborne, a couple other guys. Chris Ford that we talk about every week.
That's our guy.
A great win for East, and already counting down for next week. And you know what they say, for the rest of our highlights and scores, check out our website, SiouxlandProud.com. For Alexander and the rest of our crew, I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time in the Zone.